Vaginismus is a response of the pelvic floor muscles most of the time, subconsciously or unconsciously, that results in the muscles tightening and constricting around the vaginal opening. So women usually realize that this is happening either early in their teens when they're first attempting to use a tampon, or when they first attempt to have intercourse. There's a primary and a secondary form of vaginismus. So the primary form would be the category of women that have never been able to have intercourse. So, just straight through the gate in their life process, weren't able to use a tampon, weren't able to engage in sexual intercourse, or had difficulty having a medical exam with the speculum. And then secondary vaginismus would be women that at one point were able to tolerate those kinds of things. They'd had penetrative sex, been able to have a exam, and then something happened, and now they are not. And that something could be a traumatic experience. Often it's sexual abuse or emotional abuse.
Mm-hmm.
It could be childbirth. Sometimes after childbirth, there's injuries to the pelvic floor where there's a lot of pain and that constriction starts happening. And then another one would be after surgery or a cancer treatment. So those women at one point were able to have sex and now they're not.
I see. Okay. I can relate to the primary vaginismus. My story is a little bit on the having the wall there as soon as I tried penetration, and the not being able to use tampons part. I find it interesting because that might be one of the first symptoms maybe in my life. Even when I started being able to use tampons, I remember, and maybe women can relate to this, is like I couldn't get them out. Like my pelvic floor muscles were clamping down so much. I tried pulling and I couldn't get them out properly. And it was so frustrating.